Hi everybody, this is Sala and you guys are welcome to this exciting course on C Sharp. In this course, we are learning C Sharp step by step. In our previous lecture, we talked about the write line method, and like I told you at the end, we would cover escape sequences in this lecture. Let's move on and learn the use of the escape sequences in C Sharp. Now, the first thing first, how do we define escape sequence or sequences? Using escape sequences, we can insert visible and non-visible characters in our output or in our text, which we cannot insert directly because of the syntax or the other restrictions. So that is the definition of escape sequences. And to apply our escape sequence, we use backward slash. You will see several examples in this lecture and get more understanding of it. Now, there are four escape sequences that you need to know, and those sequences are double quotes, tab, new line, and slash, backward slash itself. Let's jump into the code and learn to code and use the escape sequences. Here we have a code from the previous lecture. Let's remove the code, and our topic here is escape sequences. So I can simply put a comment escape sequences, and the sequence character is backslash. Escape sequences are applied using the backslash. Now the first escape sequence we are going to learn here is double quotes. As you know, double quotes are already reserved in C Sharp. For example, we simply write a text in the console. We are learning C Sharp. As you can see now, the double quotes are actually the part of the syntax. We cannot print this text without the double quotes. If I remove the double quote, as you can see here, our program simply complains double quotes are expected. So let's put them back like this. You have also noticed one thing, these double quotes are not shown in the output. So what if you want double quotes in the output? You cannot simply put the double quotes inside the string. Now let's say I want to put double quotes around this word learning. So I cannot simply put a double quote like here and like here. Our program is complaining. You know the reason why the program is complaining. Double quote is a reserved character. It is actually used to mark the beginning and the end of a text. So to get our code working, we need to escape these double quotes. And for that, we use escape character, which is a backward slash. So right before the double quotes, we wanna escape. We will put backslash like this, and here we have another double quote we wanna escape, so we will put a backslash right before the character. Now you can see the error is gone, and we usually say we have escaped a character. As we run the program, you will see the word learning has double quotes around it. So let's run the program and check the output. And so you see the output, right? Double quotes around the word learning. So that was the first skip sequence, which is double quote. Let's move on. The second one is tab. Tab sequence is used to insert a tab space in the text. A tab space is usually a combination of 8 spaces. For example, if you want a column like output, then you can use tab sequence. Let's have an example. Let's say we have a column 1, column 2, and column 3. Now we want to put a tab space between the columns. We will start with the escape character, which is backslash, and now we will put the tab character, which is E. And we will do the same backslash T. Let me just copy and paste this line of code like this. Now you will see a beautiful table-like output in the console. So let's run the program and check the output. And so you see the output in the console, right? So here we have a tab space and here we have a tab space. You can also add multiple tab spaces. Now, for example, instead of one tab space, I'm going to insert another tab space, right? Now we have two tab spaces in between the columns. Here we have a typo. Let's run the program and check the output. Search the output, right? Two tab spaces between the column. The third escape sequence is the new line sequence. New line sequence is used quite a lot in programming. We use it to modify the result so that our result become more presentable before we present it to the user. Now, for example, we have a result in our program like this. So this is the result and we wanna present it to the user or publish it somewhere. So we can insert the new line to make it more presentable. So right after the name property, I will once again use the sequence character backslash, and for new line we use M. And before the profession, I will do the same. Now in the console, you will see the output is simply distributed over three rows or three lines. After the first property, name Sala, a new line is inserted. After the age, new line is inserted, and then comes profession. So let's run the program and check the output. And so you see the output in the console, right? The result is more presentable. Now, the third and the last one is the backslash. As you know, backslash is already reserved, right? Backslash is used to insert the sequences. So, how do we insert a normal backslash in our text? There are so many occasions where we need a normal backslash. What we actually do, we use a backslash to escape another backslash. That's it. Now, for example, I have a path in our program, and from that path, I wanna read a file. So that should be the path. ABC text is a file which I want to read in my program, and here is a path. Then we write the path, we use backslashes like this. So as the backslash character is the reserved character, program thinks we are trying to apply a escape sequence. For example, backslash u, and backslash u is not a valid escape sequence. That's why you see an error here, unrecognized escape sequence. So we need to tell the program we are not applying a escape sequence. We simply want to use a backslash in our code. So we need to escape the backslash like this throughout in our path. That's it. So backslash is now escaped and you will see a normal backslash in the output. So let's run the program and check it out. And so you see the output in the console, right? So my friends, that was a lecture on escape sequences, and now we know how to code them and use them. These four escape sequences are important one and we will use them in our coming lectures. It is now time to wind up this lecture, and in the next lecture, you will learn to work with the comments. We will see how do we put comments and what are the role of the comments in a program file. I will see you there. Thanks for watching this lecture.